welcome back to my channel. My name is Crimsyn for those of you that don't know me, and if you are new here, welcome. In today's video, I'm gonna be doing a chit chat get ready with me, and this is gonna be my first full get ready with me on my channel. And I really love how the hair turned out and my makeup and my outfit. But I had so much fun shooting this video, so this definitely won't be the first. This is the first. So this definitely won't be the last get ready with me on my channel because I had so much fun making it. But anyways, if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep watching. Bye. Okay, so for hair, I'm gonna start with getting my own hair into a ponytail. So this hairstyle is gonna be super easy for anybody as long as you can get your hair up and get it all gathered together. Even if you can't get it gathered at the top, you could still possibly get it together at the bottom, and then that way you could do like a low bun type of look. Like for me, I can barely even get my hair into a top bun, so I don't know why this side of my hair is cool, but this side, I don't know why this part doesn't want to get up there. Okay, so I'm just gonna get all my hair gathered and then I'll worry about like slicking the perimeter after it's all together. I'm just gonna take some gel to the back. You do have to be careful with what gel you're using because if you use a more watery gel, it could wave your hair up. And if you want the perimeter of your hair to be straight, then you might want to pick a different product to hold your hair together. Now I'm going in with my hard bristle brush. I need to get just a regular size brush because I always use this little one, and I need to just stop playing myself and get a regular size one. But yeah, the reason why I don't mind using a more watery gel is because this brush and a scarf is gonna really lay everything. And then using those two together is just gonna, it works good enough to me.
To you. It is disrespectful for one woman.
It's not the best hairstyle that protects against like tension and everything. Depending on how you do this is going to determine how much tension you have on your hair. The way I did it was I gathered my hair and I didn't gather it too tight at first. Now I'm just slicking the edges, and since I'm slicking my edges afterwards, this part of my hair isn't being pulled, it's just this part of my hair is being laid down. I hope that makes sense because there's definitely a difference. Like it may look like I'm pulling my hair right now, but I'm really just getting the gel to slick and like lay down the perimeter. And I just know that somebody's gonna be like, all ponytails cause tension. But I said what I said. If you don't make your ponytail tight in the first place, then you can have a ponytail that's not going to damage your hair in the long run. I also only used one hair tie and I tied it around twice. So my hair isn't being pulled too much. It's just the perimeter getting laid down. And just like that, you can see that the piece of hair that wasn't trying to lay down is down. Okay, so now that my hair is all slicked down, I want to make sure it stays like that. So I'm just going to take my scarf and I'm just going to let this all set and make sure it's all being held down. And while my hair is doing that, I'm going to move on to my makeup. So I just left and came back and I washed my hands. Also, while I was in the bathroom, I wet my beauty sponges. Like I've said in my previous videos, I always do my eyebrows before the rest of my makeup. So if you guys want to see how I do my eyebrows, I do have a video on that. And since I already talked about them in a whole video, I'm just going to do them off camera real fast and I'll be right back. So obviously before I do my makeup, I do all my skincare and stuff. Typically I don't use primers because I use a bunch of stuff during my skincare, but one of my favorite primers is this Too Faced Hangover Primer. I'm pretty sure I don't have anything in here, but let's see. So yeah, if I had something in there, I'd use that, but it's no big deal to me. So one thing I can use in preparation for foundation and everything is my Mario Badescu spray. So I'm just gonna spray that real fast. This is just gonna make my skin glowy and dewy. I personally like a dewier look to foundation. Some people like a matte look. I really like to be glowy. Yeah, so I'm just gonna dab that into my skin. When it comes to makeup sponges, I like the Eco Tools sponge, and I also like the Real Technique sponge, the orange one. So right after my brows, I go in with foundation. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Infallible, and this is, I'm looking for the shade of the foundation, and it's literally written right there. So this is the shade. Is that the shade? I don't know. It says 500. I don't know. So I started using this foundation because I watched Tiara Walker on YouTube. Tiara Walker is one of my favorites for makeup. Also for fashion. I just love watching any of her videos. I love watching her especially for makeup because she also says that she has dry skin. So I have dry skin, she has dry skin. Also, I believe when she first used this foundation and recommended it, I believe this is the exact shade she used. So since we are the same shade, I just feel like I can rely on her videos a whole lot. Like, the coverage of this foundation is so nice. The only thing though is that this transition into spring, summer, this is kind of a bad time to buy foundation because it's a little bit different here. I think I bought this foundation like a week or two ago, and within that week or two, I think I also caught some sun. So throughout the summer, I'll definitely have to buy a darker shade, and I know I'll have to buy a darker shade because I will be out in the sun. Quarantine will be over soon, and yeah, I plan to have a nice summer this summer, okay? So even though everything is all light and bright right now, we are going to bring everything back down. So for concealer, I'm going to use the Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, and I talked about this in my last, not my last video, but my eyebrow video, because this is one of my favorite drugstore concealers. Then for under my eyes, I'm gonna use this little mini sponge, and they came together. My sponges are a little beat up because when I wash them, I think I washed them a little bit too aggressive, so they kind of get ripped up, and I have to buy a new sponge like every month. But since these are pretty affordable, it's not that bad. Also, when I'm blending out my concealer, I do go all the way out because I feel like it really like pulls your face back. I don't know. I also blend my concealer into the side of my nose because that way it helps bring my nose in a little bit more narrow, and it just adds to the contour that we're going to be doing later. I'm trying not to look at the camera because I don't want my eyes to crease. Okay, so now I just set under my eyes with the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder, and this is in the color light medium. One thing I do like about this powder is that even though this is my shade, they have, I believe they have either 2 or more darker shades. So throughout the summer, if I need a darker setting powder, I can rely on this brand to have a darker color for me to either mix this one with or just try a whole new color altogether. I don't know if you guys can tell, but the powder is on right now, and I don't like to bake because I don't want it to be too cakey. So now I'm just gonna lightly brush it all off. And that's another reason why I like this powder, because even when I first applied it, you couldn't even tell how much powder was on because it does a really good job with just melting into your skin right away. And just like that, you can see that my face is so much brighter because I just feel like I have the worst under eye circles, and yeah. So if you guys are wondering why I'm getting ready, doing my hair, doing my makeup, one is because I'm doing it for YouTube. By the way, I'm using my Morphe bronzer. This is the bronzer and contour palette, and it includes the shades Celebrity and Debutante. But anyway, I'm getting ready and doing my hair and my makeup because, wait a second. Okay, so I'm clearly not good at doing my makeup and talking at the same time. I forgot to highlight my nose. I kind of did put some powder on the sides of my nose already, but I'm gonna try to keep my blend in between the contour I just did. But anyway, I'm getting ready because it's gonna sound silly, but if you guys know me, then you know that last summer I got a dog. My dog's name is Bentley. He's a mini golden doodle, and he's turning 1 today. And since my family and I are so obsessed with him, we're gonna throw him a birthday party. So I went on Amazon and I got him a little birthday banner, and I even got him a little bandana that says birthday boy on it, and it's just gonna be so cute. We're also gonna bake him a cake. Okay, so now that my nose is concealed, I'm just gonna take my bronzer and go underneath the tip of my nose because it's gonna make it like and then I also go across. It gives you like that little button nose thing. But yeah, since I'm so obsessed with my dog, we're gonna throw him a little mini birthday party. Also because I don't have anything else to do, so I'm throwing my dog a birthday party. And that's what I'm getting dressed for, yes. That's what I'm doing my makeup for. That's what I'm doing my hair for. And he's getting dressed too. He also got a haircut. It was a bad haircut. But we're all getting nice and dressed. And I'm being my face. And I'm doing my hair because me and my dog are gonna take pictures. So for highlight, I like to use either of these. So sometimes I use the Becca Champagne Pop. And then sometimes I use the Fenty Beauty. This is a combination of Me Money and Hustla Baby. So I don't know what I'm feeling today. I think I'm gonna use Fenty Beauty in Hustla Baby. I'm just gonna put that on the tip of my nose. And I always smile while I'm doing it. I feel like I'm moving really backwards with my makeup today. I'm going back to bronzer. I'm just gonna tap it right in here. And then I bring a little bit down here. So typically I will always use a powder bronzer because I feel like those blend better and it gives you more of like an airbrush. I've been trying a lot of new products recently because being stuck in the house, I've done a lot of online shopping. So I was trying to find a good cream bronzer and I ended up just buying a darker shade of the GRWM concealer. That wasn't it. Like, I feel like that would be good if I got the right shade, but I got it in the shade Hazelnut and I think it's too orangey. I feel like the bronzer that I normally use is pretty cool tone or like neutral. Okay, so normally after bronzer, I would go in with highlighter, but I already did that. Now for blush, I'm gonna use the Milani Luminoso. This is their baked powder blush. And I started using this one because I also watched Brianna Monique, one of her drugstore makeup looks. I think she used this blush and ever since I bought it, I've been loving it. So I just take it on this big fluffy brush and then I like that it's like a peachy color and it also gives you a glow, like it kind of highlights you at the same time. It's kind of highlighting my acne right now, but it's fine, it's okay. I'm gonna smile through it. Sometimes I'll take the blush and I just go on the tip of my nose, sometimes on my chin. I don't know, I love this blush. I feel like, I don't know what I was doing before I started using blush because it just like picks your whole face up. So with your blush, you always want to like apply it a little bit higher than you would think because when you get too low, like I kind of went a little low right there, it kind of droops your whole face down. So if that does happen, I'm just gonna take more of my setting powder and I'm just gonna go like right here. And while that's setting, I'm going to apply my lashes. So one thing about me is I'm pretty bad at keeping lashes. Normally, if I've had a long night and I come home, I just take the lashes off, I put them on my table somewhere. And if I see them the next morning, I see them the next morning, but they rarely ever get put back in their case. So say all that to say, I don't know the brand and I don't know the style of these lashes. Do you guys apply your lashes with your fingers or with tweezers? Comment down below. And I always use a black lash glue because the clear one, even though it says it'll dry clear, it dries white. It dries white. So using black lash glue just saves me a bunch of time. And even when they look like they're on, I always just pinch them together just to make sure that they blend in with my regular lashes, my natural lashes. And I feel like pinching them together, it really makes sure that they hold together and they stick. So I feel like it took me a little long to put that lash on, so I'm just gonna brush this off now. If the sun is going in and out and messing with my lighting, then I apologize. I'm still trying to figure out my lighting situation. I did just recently buy a ring light and I love it so much. In the video that I did, my Bantu knots, I was using my ring light for the first time and I really feel like it escalated the lighting of my bathroom. Like, I definitely think I'll be using that to do my hair on a regular, even if I'm not filming, just because the light is so bright. Since the sunlight is going up and down, I'm not sure if that's like messing with the whole video or not. I'm still a baby YouTuber, so I'm still trying to figure everything out, and that's another reason why I'm so happy about everyone that's subscribed to me already, because I feel like my first couple subscribers have the most faith in me, and I feel like you guys see my potential the most, and I truly appreciate it. But no, I really appreciate that. So this is the L'Oreal Voluminous Lash Paradise, and I like using this one because the wand is so thick. Okay, so I just did the first eye, so I just want you guys to see the difference between this eye and this one. Alright y'all, so now I'm going to show you my final hair. Yup, y'all see it. Trying to tell y'all. So this is just a blue midi dress, and then there's the back. And then it has these buttons that go all the way down to the bottom, and then you can unbutton, but I just leave one button open like that. I believe I got this at Forever 21. So I get cold really easy. So I have this cardigan that I got from Pretty Little Thing, and then you can see the material is like a knit material. It goes really long. And then for shoes, I'll just be wearing my fuzzy slides because I am still in the house, but these match my outfit. Alright you guys, so make sure you keep watching so you guys can see the footage of how everything turned out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys!